Good afternoon, this is Kavipriya, Assistant Professor, AC Department. I am going to discuss about the topic Vestigial Sideband. So what is this vestigial sideband? So VSV, vestigial sideband modulation, is a type of an amplitude modulation technique. It is commonly used in a television broadcasting. It is a compromise between a full double sideband and single sideband modulation. So first we have seen this double sideband and single sideband in previous videos, but still double sideband modulation involves transmitting the carrier along with both the upper and lower sideband, which are the mirror images of each other and contains the same information. Single sideband amplitude modulation is only one of the sideband is being get transmitted along with the reduced or suppressed carrier. This method is more band efficient but complex to implement. So vestigial sideband modulation, instead of we are transmitting both the sidebands in case of transmission purpose, but transmission of both the sidebands is a waste of time and waste of bandwidth. But if a single sideband is being transmitted, it leads to a loss of the information also. So in case of vestigial sideband or VSB modulation, where a part of the signal called vestige is modulated along with the one sideband. So it is as like shown in the diagram. So along with the upper sideband, a part of the lower sideband is being transmitted in this technique. So a guard band of very small width is laid in either side of the VSB in order to avoid the interference. So it is mostly used in television transmissions. So what are all the advantages and drawback of this VSB? So it is highly efficient. It results in a reduction in bandwidth. Filter design is easy as high accuracy is not required. And the transmission of low frequency components is possible without any difficulty. It possesses a good phase characteristics. It combines the effect of DSB and SSB, so it conserves a bandwidth while maintaining some of the simplicity of the DSB. So it conserves the bandwidth as like SSB and it maintains a simplicity as like DSB. Drawback is that bandwidth is somewhat higher when compared to SSB and demodulation is complex. Application is that it is mainly used for transmission of television signals and also it is used in applications where bandwidth usage is considerably less. And next we're going to see about the comparisons of various analog modulation systems. First one is the amplitude modulation. Here the amplitude of carrier signal is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the input signal. Advantage is that it is very simple, longer transmission range when compared to FM, and it can be easily demodulated. Drawback is that it is susceptible to noise and interference, lower sound quality, and also it is less efficient in terms of power usage. Application is that it is used in AM radio broadcasting and it is also used in aircraft communication. Next is the FM. Here the frequency of a carrier is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. Advantage is that better noise immunity and high sound quality. It has a more efficient use of power. Drawback is that more complex receiver and transmitter, shorter transmission range when compared to AM. Application FM radio broadcasting, VHF communication for television and other services. And next is the phase modulation. The phase of the carrier is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. Advantage is that similar noise immunity and sound quality as that of FM. It can be used as a basis for most complex digital communication modulation schemes like QAM. Drawback is that more complex receiver design, less commonly used for basic analog communication. Application, it is used for specialized communication system. It is a basis for digital modulation technique. Next one is the SSB. Here it is a refinement of AM where only one sideband is transmitted and the other sideband is suppressed. Advantage is that more efficient use of power and bandwidth, reduced interferences and noise. Drawback is that more complex receiver and transmitter, it requires precise frequency control. Application, long distance voice communication, amateur radio. And next is a VSB. It is a compromise between a AM and SSB where one sideband is partially suppressed and other band is being transmitted. Advantage is that efficient bandwidth usage as like SSB, but simple receiver design. Widely used in television broadcasting due to this compatibility with the video signal. Drawback is that more complex than standard AM but simple than full SSB. Application analog television broadcasting. So that's all about the VSB and comparison of various analog modulation techniques. Thank you.